It cannot be at the 2 point. If you give it the 2 point, it starts to jump. If you give it a 3 point, it will start to jumping all these 3 points. 1 second on this, 1 second on this, 1 second on this. So we cannot change the nature of it. What we need to first surrender. Surrender to the law of the nature of mind. And not to go against it. The more you understand the nature of even a person, or a element, or working environment also creates its own nature in whichever office you work slowly. So we cannot interfere into the nature. So in this phenomenon, we are coming to Vaibhav Gupta, where the social media is interfering into your work. Now, if you are working for 1 hour, having a tea break for 5 minutes, it's not an interference, it's rejuvenating. You also need to understand the nature, the way we are born. Our body and mind is controlled by the nature, the planets, the elements. So if you study the Indian time, like we have Ghadi, Pahar, and Do Pahar, no, 3 Pahar, 4 Pahar, 5 Pahar, aise, and then the evening, Sandhya, and the night. So, and this Pahar is like more 45 to 1.5 hours. Mind cannot focus fully at more than 45 minutes. It's 42 minutes around its capacity. After 42 minutes, if you force it, you really have to force it. And you are struggling with it, start to struggle with the mind. The moment a distraction coming, so you can take it as a distraction. If it is coming frequently, like you are working, and if it is less than 42 minutes, if it is interfering, then it's interference. And after 42 minutes, if it is coming another idea, that it's not an interference. It's for you to distract. And this distraction, when you come back again to your point, will give you more freshness. Understanding my point? So rather than, if it is just frequently coming every few minutes, that means it has real value. Like suppose you are working and you got a news from your mother is sick or father is sick or your friend, something has happened. This is not an interference. At the time that incident, that information has important value. Suddenly, your work has value, suppose 5, but this information suddenly got a value of 10. In that you cannot focus. You need to see what is coming, what value it is having. You are working. You have already assigned the work because this is your survival, this is your career, this is you, it is defining you. Your work is defining you and your future. So it is the highest value. It's the value of 10, 1 to 10. In this value of 10, if something is coming which value of 1 or 2 or 3, you will let go. But if it is value coming more than 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's coming 10, means you need to look at it. You cannot fight with it. And then look totally into that. Then your mind will come back totally to your work. So what I'm saying, that the way you are looking is an interference. You can use it as a refreshment for the mind. So it's just an attitude that I'm working. Now suddenly a phone call comes. But for me, you are the highest value right now. I can switch it off. Or I can silence the call, attend to it later. But if suddenly the call is something very important, but I have a principle in my life. My principle is that if I'm checking the class, it doesn't matter who is calling. Even somebody is dead, I will not attend. So mind has pre-decisions made. And that is the life principle. So when you are working, you have a working principles inside. And that working principle actually decides that whether to use it, this is an interference or this is a retrenchment. Changing the mind. This is mind management class. We are only working with the how mind functions and how to go with the yogic management. So if you focus on Vaibhav, so after analyzing, Vaibhav has already pinpointed that he has a need or a desire to feel oneness in relating to anything. Like mind has also a center. Mind has also a heart. A center means the heart. That which is center and heart is the same thing. We use the same word for this. The center of the mind in Vaibhav is feeling the oneness. The moment he says, oh, I'm not feeling oneness, he looks for purposefully a distraction. This is nothing is disturbing him. Purposefully, he is looking for distraction. To go anything, to talk to your friend, to social media,